Yeah. Who cares?
But on the 13th floor, you've got a pretty good panorama of Sacramento. That was the very, very early days of KZAP. I'm Ed Fong, a.k.a. Edward Fong. You are listening to KZAP on KDVS.
And so it was fun. I had a good time, and we've gotten some good feedback.
It's Alex Cosper with SacTV.com. I'm here with Michael Tabor at KDVS. Tell us what you do here, Michael.
I'm one of the programming directors as well as a DJ on the station, so I do my own weekly blues show as well as train the DJs and build the schedule for KDVS each and every quarter.
And is it still a wide variety of everything imaginable?
It is just about as free format as you can make it. We've got everything from, experimental shows and sound collages all the way through like new and old punk, and every time you turn on the radio you're going to hear something different, and that's really what we're trying to bring to the table. It's just getting as much great music as we can on the airwaves.
So today, November 8th, and tomorrow, November 9th, it's a surprise return of KZAP.
It is indeed. It is something we've been working to put together for quite a while. It's something I'm really excited to see. KZAP was just one of the great freeform radio stations broadcasting out of Sacramento in the 60s and early 70s, and to have them back in this place doing their thing, it speaks to our history and just to the amazing music that they played. It's really cool.
So do you regularly have really special things like this where someone takes over the radio station?
I would say this is way more special than our regular special things. This is something that is, I think, unique in KDVS's history, and something I would love to see happen again. But it is the result of a lot of hard work on the part of these guys, and we're just happy to have them.
How would you compare with what you understand is freeform from the KZAP era with what's freeform now?
Well, freeform from the KZAP era was the cutting edge of everything. I mean, these guys were really the avant-garde of like culture and music, and that's still something we strive to do. But there's a lot more places people can go to get that now, whether it's like internet sites or just other venues. So these guys were doing it when no one else could, and I think that's the thing that really distinguishes freeform radio in the 60s and 70s, is they took the mantle of, we are going to go out there and find the greatest music and put it on the airwaves and be really on the cutting edge of not just what culture would become, but to push against what culture was at that time. And it's a legacy that we strive to live up to, but we have to strive because they did it really well.
As far as music today that is on the cutting edge, do you find a lot through the mountains of CDs you have to go through?
I think our music directors do a really great job. We get about 300 albums a week at the station just being sent to us that we cull through, as well as the stuff we go out into the world and request and buy. And so we are going through a lot of content, but our DJs are really passionate, and that's really what we depend on, is not just 2 or 3 people, but each person taking responsibility of a particular genre or a particular style, or just something that they love enough to invest a lot of hours into finding really unique, rare, and exciting things from, and then to bring that to the table. And so it really couldn't happen without our volunteer DJs. That's really who we depend on. They're the ones that go out and troll through record bins for hours and hours just to find like one cool record to play on the airwaves. And that's what makes KDVS special. It's just the passion of 100+ individuals.
And all the music they play on their shows is completely their own choice?
Yeah, actually, it's one of the things that separates like free format radio station from even like college or alternative radio stations, is that we don't have any bin that they're required to draw from. The only expectations we have is that it be interesting, unique, and educational, meaning we don't want to hear the stuff that's already on the radio. We don't want to hear the stuff that's already getting exposure through, car commercials and stuff. We want people to really dig and find the things that are worthy of people falling in love with that don't have that exposure. And that's what we're trying to do, is bring to the table, just whether it's new or old, no matter the genre, just stuff that needs to be heard by more people, and try to get that out on the airwaves.